As the golden haze of summer begins to fade, a new season slowly tiptoes into view, autumn with its crisp breezes, cozy textures, and earthy tones. Today, we're celebrating that in-between moment, that magical transition where summer says goodbye and fall begins to whisper its arrival. In this video, we'll explore how to craft charming farmhouse vignettes that honor this seasonal shift. Whether you're a vintage lover, a neutral decorator, or someone who embraces deep fall colors, there's inspiration waiting here just for you. Before diving in, let's clarify what a vignette is in the world of home decor. A vignette is a small, intentional arrangement of decorative items curated to tell a story or capture a mood. Think of it as a mini stage where your favorite pieces come to life together. For this seasonal transition, we'll create vignettes that blend the last notes of summer, like dried blooms or woven textures, with warm autumn hints such as pumpkins, plaid throws, and amber glass. Every great vignette needs a foundation, and nothing says farmhouse charm like a weathered wooden tray or an antique crate. These pieces help corral items and provide structure. Whether styled on a coffee table, entry console, or kitchen island, your base sets the tone. Look for trays with worn paint, whitewash, or natural wood grain to match the rustic fall feel you're aiming for. This base is your canvas, and the elements you layer atop it will begin to shape your seasonal story. One of the most poetic ways to honor summer's departure is through florals. Use dried wildflowers, goldenrod, or faded sunflowers as a soft nod to the garden's final blooms. Pair them with wheat stalks or preserved eucalyptus to bridge the gap into fall. Place the bouquet in a glass milk bottle, ceramic pitcher, or old mason jar tied with twine. The idea is to make it feel like nature is gently bowing out, not disappearing altogether. Layering in fabric is key to adding warmth and coziness. Drape a neutral or plaid tea towel under your vignette, or place a loosely folded knit runner across the back of a shelf. Burlap, muslin, and ticking stripe are all great options for that farmhouse look. These soft layers echo the feeling of cooler nights ahead, without rushing headfirst into heavy fall tones. Think transitional cream and taupe with a hint of russet or mustard. Bring in touches from the outdoors that reflect both seasons. A bowl of pine cones and acorns next to a cluster of seashells, or a few green apples paired with mini white pumpkins. These little contrasts tell the story of summer leaving and fall arriving. Wooden beads, moss balls, and dried orange slices can also add texture and visual interest. It's all about blending the two seasons in a way that feels seamless and organic. Lighting always sets the mood, and as the days shorten, candles become essential. Use creamy pillar candles or amber votives in lanterns or hurricane jars. Flameless candles work well too, especially if you're creating a vignette in a high-traffic area. Candlelight adds warmth and draws the eye in. A soft flicker nestled among dried leaves or wheat creates instant cozy ambience, especially on an entry table or mantel. Here's a fun combo: white baby boos or velvet pumpkins alongside bowls of late summer fruits like figs, pears, or grapes. The key is to use a muted palette so nothing feels too bright or off-season. Place these together in a low-dough bowl or rustic fruit basket. The visual cue tells the story. Fall is coming, but summer isn't quite gone. It's this blend that makes your decor feel intentional and story-driven. Behind your vignette, add height and framing elements. Lean an old window pane, vintage mirror, or chalkboard sign against the wall. These vertical elements act like backdrops for your setup and create a sense of depth. You might even write a transitional quote like "Hello Harvest" or "Goodbye Sunshine" in chalk to connect the seasons. Bonus points for using reclaimed wood or metal frames that echo farmhouse charm. It's not quite fall without a dash of gingham. Use it sparingly, perhaps a small pillow, napkin, or fabric pumpkin, to add a touch of whimsy. Ticking stripe is another excellent option for a subtle vintage vibe. These classic patterns ground your vignette in the farmhouse tradition without overpowering the overall look. Stick to neutrals, soft red, burnt orange, or faded blue for a cozy transitional effect. Old books are not just for reading. They're perfect for layering your decor. Choose books with yellowed pages, linen covers, or worn bindings. Stack 2 or 3 to create levels within your vignette. Top them with a pumpkin, candle, or antique trinket. It's a great way to play with height and storytelling. Bonus if the book titles relate to nature, seasons, or homesteading. This is where your creativity and thrifting adventures shine. Use an old sifter, enamel mug, butter mold, or brass bell as your character pieces. These quirky items bring personality to your vignette and often serve as conversation starters. They whisper stories of the past while grounding your space in timeless farmhouse tradition. Don't be afraid to mix textures like ceramic, wood, and metal for depth. Engage the senses by subtly incorporating seasonal scents. Tuck in a cinnamon stick bundle tied with twine or a few cloves scattered in a dish. Add a small oil diffuser nearby or use dried herbs like lavender or rosemary. Smell is often overlooked in styling, but a warm, spicy aroma can make your vignette feel alive and layered, especially during seasonal transitions. Let's not forget the power of a first impression. Your entry table is the perfect place for a transitional vignette. Use a galvanized tray filled with apples, dried florals, and a mini sign that says grateful or harvest time. This small welcome scene can set the tone for your entire home and make guests instantly feel the shift in seasons. Even the kitchen deserves a touch of cozy. Add a cutting board as a base, then layer in a mug of cinnamon sticks, a mini pumpkin, and a copper kettle. Think simple and functional with a farmhouse twist. These mini vignettes in unexpected places surprise and delight, making your home feel warm and thoughtfully decorated without being cluttered. When styling open shelves, remember the rule of odd numbers and varying heights. Alternate between small vases of dried grasses, stacked dishes, and framed seasonal art. Add a pumpkin here and a candle there. Keep things airy and allow space between items so each piece can shine. This prevents your fall farmhouse shelf from feeling too heavy or chaotic. Style with purpose by incorporating items you use daily. For example, a vignette on your coffee table might include a small bowl of wrapped caramels, a favorite fall-scented candle, and a coaster stack beside a mini plant. These moments of beauty shouldn't just be for looks, they should also serve your lifestyle and routines. Wooden signs with seasonal sayings like autumn leaves and pumpkins please or farm fresh harvest are great additions. Prop one up behind your vignette or hang it just above. This gives visual weight and anchors your decor in the season. Go for signs that look hand-painted or weathered for that authentic farmhouse vibe. Touching on metallics adds a polished contrast. Think antiqued brass candlesticks, copper mugs, or a mercury glass pumpkin. These bits of shine reflect candlelight beautifully and elevate your vignette without making it too glam. They balance the rustic textures and introduce a little visual luxury, perfect for that summer into fall moment. As summer ends, scale back on lush greenery. Instead, use subtle hints like sage sprigs, olive branches, or dried ferns. These provide a softer transition and pair well with neutral pumpkins, books, or aged vessels. The key here is restraint. Let nature's fading palette be your guide. Mantels are a focal point in many homes, so give yours some seasonal flair. Mix tall candlesticks, layered art, dried florals, and mini pumpkins. Add an heirloom or thrifted mirror as a backdrop. Use symmetry or asymmetry depending on your personal style. Just remember to keep it cohesive and not overcrowded. Don't forget to weave in meaningful touches, like framed photos, handwritten notes, or heirloom pieces. These items bring heart and soul to your seasonal decor. Maybe it's grandma's pie tin, a child's painted pumpkin, or a wedding photo beside fall florals. It's these personal pieces that make your vignettes feel truly warm and welcoming. As September moves into October, feel free to rotate in more autumn-specific items like faux leaves, chunky knit pumpkins, or deeper colors. Keep the base the same, but swap out a few accent pieces to keep things fresh without starting over. Seasonal decorating doesn't have to be a complete redo. It's about thoughtful layering. Less really is more, especially in farmhouse decor. Focus on quality over quantity. One beautifully styled tray with seasonal touches can say more than a dozen cluttered corners. Don't be afraid of negative space. Let your vignette breathe, and let each item tell part of your seasonal story. As we say goodbye to summer and welcome the gentle approach of fall, these farmhouse vignettes offer a cozy, reflective way to mark the change. It's a time of gratitude, gathering, and grounding, and your home can echo that sentiment in the simplest, most beautiful ways. Thank you for joining me in this seasonal styling journey. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more farmhouse decorating inspiration all year round. Until next time, happy decorating and warmest wishes for fall's arrival.